Hello, my name is Nathan Ewing, and this is my CEE 300 Digital Reflection. Throughout the course, while we learned many subjects that will help us grow both as engineering professionals and as individuals, there was one specific topic that I thought really related to the Code of Ethics of Engineers, which we discussed frequently throughout the course. And this was the discussion of fairness versus justice. This was a topic which came up during Tragedy of the Commons and while we were playing Pisces game several times throughout the course, and not only the course but through Twitter as well. And I felt there was one particular discussion that brought up what we defined as fair and what we defined as just. And this was a topic that Cody brought up, which was I believe, let me check Twitter for this. Here we go. Fair equals equality equals communist. Now, while it may be a bit construed, it did jumpstart a discussion of taxation, levels of taxation, and whether they were fair or not, who they benefited, and how they benefited them. And I brought up during this discussion that it was actually not a matter of fairness, it was a matter of justice. I have a few talking points. Two, which I consider to be important, is my definition of fairness and my definition of justice, both which I derived from the discussion which occurred. In regards to fairness, fairness is partial to everyone involved, such that an agreement is reached between all members to ensure that everyone is satisfied with the result. Justice, however, is an impartial decision where no one involved is asked of their opinion or whether they attain any level of satisfaction from the resulting decision. Justice is based off an objective set of rules on which evidence is used to determine a decision which will meet all of the set parameters of said rules. This is the main area at which justice and fairness diverge. It is the fact that in fairness, everyone is required to participate in the decision. In justice, those participating can only contribute evidence as to why their position is the correct one, and hope that it is enough to sway whatever objective force, in this case the taxation system, is making a factual decision where they are the benefactor of said decision. Looking back at the discussion regarding whether or not it was fair or just to tax the rich at a higher rate to potentially benefit those who did not contribute at the same level, it is clear who was basing their statements off what they believed to be justice and who was basing their decisions off what they believed to be fairness. Fairness in this situation would be to find a taxation level where everyone involved benefit from it. This could be any type of benefit, whether it was an emotional benefit from seeing someone who was disadvantaged being able to go to university, or an economic benefit in the fact that someone who was, for example, a business owner who was taxed at a higher rate was able to hire that person due to the fact that they were able to get a step up because they used that taxation to get to school and they were able to afford it, for example. Justice in this situation would be to tax everyone at the levels that the IRS deems to be economically viable. This differs in the fact that some parties who are being taxed might not find their level of taxation fair, even though it was distributed in an objective manner. I feel that it was important to bring this up in my digital reflection because it was something that was a little obscure for some people, whether something would be considered fair or something would be considered just. I hope that anyone who watches this will hopefully find it a little easier to differentiate the two. I know that the discussion that occurred really helped me, and it's definitely there on Twitter, so if you want to find it, please let me know. My handle is at NATHAN_NE. And if you'd like to get a hold of that, please let me know. Thank you for your time. Once again, my name is Nathan Ewing, and this has been my Digital Reflection.